Master.
Hi everyone, Master here with a brief review of the RSI Lynx and a preview of the Tumbril Storm. Both are now on sale. The Lynx is drivable right now, but the Storm is still in concept. The RSI Lynx is a luxury touring ground vehicle based on the Ursa rover. The Lynx is 7.75 meters long, 5.7 meters wide, and 3.5 meters high. This means it's a little shorter than the Ursa, but slightly wider. It will fit in any ship that can carry the Ursa. The Lynx has one driver's seat, one co-pilot seat in the front, and two passenger seats in the back. There is no official cargo space, but there is general gear stowage in the vehicle for 650K micro SCU, as well as separate stowage for the two passengers in the back of 12.5K micro SCU each that is not shared with the rest of the stowage. There is also a little spot to store a micro SCU box too. It's next to a section that has component access as well as a gun rack for two guns. They can close up or open up with the little doors. There is a fridge that opens up with drinks in it, plus you get a free bottle of champagne. The passengers can also open up little computer displays when sitting in their seats, although the displays don't do anything right now. The Lynx has one door to enter or exit from the left side of the vehicle. In the back you have large windows that give an excellent view of the surrounding area for the passengers. The Lynx has one size 0 shield generator and a turret that pops out with two size 1 laser cannons, which can be controlled by the pilot or the co-pilot, although you can change the guns to other size 1 guns. It's got slightly less armor and health than the Ursa, so try not to get it in combat, but it is a little faster at 30 meters a second instead of 29 meters a second for the Ursa. The lighter weight means it also accelerates slightly quicker too. The Lynx goes for $60 normally, but you can get it for $55 war bond with LTI during Invictus. Concierge members can get the Lynx with LTI and the Moonrise paint for $55 war bond. There are also some 2-packs of the Lynx and the Ursa together for $95 war bond or $105 credit. Of course, Constellation Phoenix owners get a Lynx included with their ship. Just keep in mind the Lynx might only be available for a limited time and a limited quantity, similar to the Phoenix. The Lynx comes with a standard light gray paint, but you can also get the white Moonshadow paint with blue tinted windows, or the purple Nebula paint with yellow windows. Concierge members can also buy the metallic gray and black Moonrise paint. There are some paint pack sales going on right now too. The Lynx is of course great for touring locations that have rough terrain. The high speed and acceleration of the vehicle means it's also good for scouting. You could use it for exploration as well, but remember there is no cargo space, so you won't be able to store things you find unless it's one of those small cargo boxes. The Lynx might also be good for off-road racing competitions since it's fairly tough, but it won't be as fast as other lighter ground vehicles like the Cyclone. You can also use it for some of those underground missions as well. The ground driving physics is also a little wonky, so sometimes the Lynx will just launch into the air with the higher acceleration it has. The price is a little high for a ground vehicle, but if you want a luxurious ground vehicle for friends to just drive around, then the Lynx is the way to go. Next we have the Tumbril Storm. The Storm is a mini tank with 4 separate treads. It's designed for just one person. It is 10.5 meters long, 7.5 meters wide, and 3.6 meters high. That's a bit smaller than the Nova, which is 16 meters long and 5 meters high, but just a little bit wider than the Nova 2. We don't have any expected speed rating for the Storm yet, but it should be faster than the Nova 2. The tank has one remote turret up top. It's listed as a size 3 laser repeater, but it looks like there are 2 barrels. So is it a dual size 2 gun, or a single size 3 gun that shoots one barrel at a time quickly, or maybe just a single wide barrel that looks like 2 barrels? That seems the most likely, but it's weird. There are no other guns or missiles on this tank. Since it's a repeater, it won't do as much damage as a regular cannon, but it will be much faster, which is great against quick vehicles. There is expected to be at least a single size 0 shield, but there could be more by the time it releases. The armor will also be a lot lower than a Nova tank, but probably heavier than an Ursa rover. No word on whether it has any decoy launchers to protect against missiles. The driver/gunner enters the tank from the front with a very mechanized door. It's a cramped cockpit with just a seat and some MFDs with a small viewport to see through. Since it'll probably be a remote turret, the gun will mostly just aim to the front area of the tank while in motion, but can probably traverse 360 degrees in remote mode when the tank is stopped, assuming they give us a remote mode. The Storm is going for $80 on the website, but right now there is a war bond sale for $70 with LTI. Concierge can get the tank for $70 war bond with both LTI and the Summit paint. The Storm normally just has a basic sandy colored paint, but Concierge can buy the light and dark gray Summit paint as well. The Storm is designed to be a light tank, so better for taking down infantry or smaller ground vehicles, as well as scouting out dangerous areas. It will be faster and more agile than the Tumbril Nova tank with its lower mass, and more armored than the Ursa rover. Just don't expect it to be going against other tanks very well unless you use hit-and-run tactics. From the tank design, it looks like it'll be most vulnerable from the front, since the tracks stick out there and the pilot enters in the front, but the sides and back will be the most armored, it looks like. We'll see how it goes though. So, if you're driving one, either shoot fast and get out before they see you, or make sure the lower part of the tank is undercover so only the turret is sticking out. The Storm looks like a fun one-person fighting vehicle, and I can see tons of combat resulting from it. It's a good middle-of-the-way combat vehicle between the Nova and other smaller vehicles. Plus, it should be good for scouting. The moving parts look complicated, but I expect CIG might pop this vehicle out faster than many others, since it only has one person in it. Alright, so that's a brief review of the RSI Lynx and a preview of the Tumbril Storm. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump into Star Citizen, and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons. I have a Patreon going for $3 a month. All patrons will have their names listed at the end of my videos, and get first pick in the next item I'll cover. So feel free to sign up and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.